Right now, Faulkner University is ready for future lawyers to enter the Jones School of Law. In fact, it's holding an open house for the next generation of attorneys soon. And so here to tell us all about that, this is the Dean of Faulkner School of Law.
Good morning.
Jones School of Law. This is Charles Campbell, and a very familiar face you'll recognize, former Montgomery District Attorney Daryl Bailey, who is now the Director of Admissions there. We'll talk about this, Jones School of Law, just a minute. But we got to ask you, how has that transition been? This is a completely different role for you.
It is definitely a different role, but it's been great. Faulkner is a great place to be. You know, it is such a wonderful place to work, and you know, the students, from the professors, have all been so welcoming. It's been a breath of fresh air. You know, being DA was great. I love serving Montgomery, but this has been really good.
But what a way, too. I mean, what a way to bring some incredible experience to shed some wisdom on these future attorneys. Talk a little bit about Jones School of Law and what your mission is.
Well, Jones School of Law has been in Montgomery since 1928. We were started by a local circuit judge who named it after his father, who had been a governor of Alabama, and then was appointed by Teddy Roosevelt to be the federal judge for the Middle and Northern Districts of Alabama in 1901 at the recommendation of Booker T. Washington of nearby Tuskegee Institute. And it was started to give some people in town wanted to go to law school, but they couldn't take 3 years off and quit their jobs and family obligations. And so he started having students in chambers, and then it turned into he started having students in a nearby building. And that was the beginning of Jones School of Law. And now, 97 years later, we're at Faulkner University, and we are still view it as our mission as a Christian institution. Our mission is to bring justice to as many people as we can, and I like to say that access to justice begins with access to a lawyer, and so that's our mission. So we have a traditional schedule, the 3-year full-time, in-class, every day type of schedule. We have a flexible schedule that lets you spread things out over 4 years, and then we recently launched, well, 2020 launched an executive schedule that spreads study out over 4 years, but allows students to do part of their work online so that they only have to be here on campus basically every other Friday night and Saturday for their in-person classes. And that has made legal education accessible throughout the state as well as outside the state, over into Georgia, Florida, Tennessee. And it's been really rewarding to see that happening.
Yeah, so helpful for a lot of people who are already in careers of their own, trying to just advance that career without taking time off. I know that's a lot. Let's talk a little bit about the open house that's planned. Who are you hoping will be there? What will they learn?
Daryl?
Yeah, so we're inviting anybody who's interested in the study of law. So whether you're working full-time right now and always wanted to go to law school but just didn't think you had the time or didn't want to quit your job, you can come to the open house and find out about our executive schedule, and that would be perfect for you because you can still work full-time and go to law school. But we're also looking for the traditional students, somebody who's in college, finishing up their courses, that's going to graduate in May, or maybe even thinking about going to law school in 2026. Anybody who is interested in the study of law and possibly going to law school can come out to our open house on February 28th. They'll get to hear from current students. They'll get to hear from our professors. They will also get to sit through a mock class. And I don't say this lightly, but we have a professor who's going to be teaching that mock class who I think is one of the best professors in the country. Our students 100% think he is the best professor, and he is just dynamic. And if you're just a little bit interested in law, you need to come and hear him speak. And I promise you, you're probably going to want to go to law school after hearing him.
Yeah, based on your experience as Montgomery's DA and the long time that you worked, even before you were DA, now in this role at Jones School of Law, what is it that this can offer a prospective law student that you may not find anywhere else?
Well, we teach law from a Christian perspective. That's one thing that's an advantage. We have small class sizes, which is also an advantage for us. But our professors are very relational. They take time with the students. They have open door policies. They're not, law school's tough, don't get me wrong. But these are professors that care about you as a person, and that's important. I've visited a lot of law schools as DA and in my prior profession, but this is a special place. And you can do all of that But our bar passage rate is really, really good. As a matter of fact, this past July, we were about 86% in our bar passage rate, which is right under the University of Alabama and ahead of Cumberland. So we've got a really good bar passage rate, and that's a testament to the professors that are teaching at the school. So it's a very, very good school, and I'm proud of it.
Yeah, Charles, go over all the details one more time of the open house so we can make sure we're there.
It is going to be Saturday, February the 28th. We'll actually start at 9. We'll be signing people up at 8:30. It'll go till noon. You can register at law.faulkner.edu. And even if you don't register, come anyway.
Sounds like a good plan.
We would love to have a good head count, but we're not going to turn anybody
We
away.
won't turn anyone away. Gentlemen, thank you so much for coming in. Always good to see you.
Thank you, Bethany.
Good
Thank
to see
you.
you again.